Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're going to be talking about the May 5th update. Obviously now it is the 6th of May. I done a video on the update prior to the update actually going live, and I predicted a few things, and we're going to see what's ended up happening. Now, before I go into the video, comment down below. Tell me what you guys have been seeing from the update. Have you seen any websites go up? Have you seen any websites go down? It'll be interesting to get everybody's viewpoint on this. And before we get into the video, if you guys want a free 15-minute growth strategy call for your website, make sure to check out casualdash.com. So let's get into one of my predictions. So if you guys did watch my video 2 days ago, you might have saw that I actually searched up best casino sites, and there was a few websites that were ranking that aren't ranking. So, for example, the Telegraph actually had a page on the best casino sites, and it is nowhere to be seen. That page now, I believe it's on bottom of page 3 or 4. If we do a search here, telegraph.co.uk, so it actually has went down massively. So that's an interesting sign, because that is one of the pages that was ranking there for at least 3 years, and it's now been impacted. Actually, I would probably say at least 2 years. That has been ranking positions 1, 2, 3, always in the top 3. So that has actually been taken down. And this was one of the partnership style pages that I was mentioning in the actual blog that Google Search Liaison released. Now, the interesting thing is there are other style of websites that are still ranking. So, for example, the Sun is essentially like the very similar style. As you can see, it's the Sun. For anybody that doesn't know, they are a massive newspaper. They've partnered up with somebody that has the gambling affiliate deals, and they are essentially raking it in. Same goes with the independent.co.uk. So this seems to be a different style page that is actually ranking. So again, very similar to the Sun, and also very similar to what the Telegraph were doing, as you can see here. But these websites haven't been impacted. I don't know why. So that'll be an interesting one to keep taking a look at. If you guys want to keep a close eye on this, by all means, take a look at it. Then we also have City AM, which is a Parasite. Again, hasn't been impacted as of yet, but the Telegraph has. So just bear that in mind going forward. One thing that was mentioned, this was mentioned by a Twitter user called Nate Hake. I hope I've pronounced that right. But basically, Google still loves Parasite, and he is essentially mentioning the keyword things to do in Puerto Rico and Miami Herald. Well, they technically are still ranking for it. So if we search it ourselves, things to do in Puerto Rico, position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As you can see, Miami Herald, they seem to have deleted their Parasite SEO section, or their sponsored section, which is an interesting one. So they've done a 404. They've not done what Forbes.com/coupon done, which was a complete 410. So for anybody that's watching that doesn't know the differences, a 404 is essentially an error. A 410, whenever Google recrawls that URL, it essentially says to Google, hey, stop coming to this URL. This article is no longer a thing anymore. So that's an interesting one. And outside of that news, which is something that was said by John Mueller. Google Disavow link tool will go away at some point. John Mueller said at some point, I'm sure we'll remove it, referring to the Disavow link tool in Google Search Console. Now, this is a super interesting one because obviously Bing removed this. Now, the reason why he might be saying this is because this recent update, it could essentially go after a lot of harmful websites. So, I've said this before in the past, Google isn't good at ignoring bad or toxic backlinks. There are certain ways that you can still do negative SEO with building bad backlinks. So this tells me that potentially with the site reputation abuse update, which they rolled out yesterday, they might be going after a lot of guest post farms, toxic links, etc., which would be a pretty interesting one, to say the least. So that has been mentioned in the world of SEO. Apart from that, I've not really seen that much movements. There have been slight movements back and forth, but I think the one noticeable difference that I've seen across the SERPs that I am essentially keeping an eye on is the Telegraph.co.uk being demoted to like position 40 or something. So yeah, as I mentioned at the start of the video, if you guys are seeing anything that you want me to take a look at, do let me know. I'll probably do another follow-up video in 4 or 5 days time, or in maybe even a week's time, and see what's essentially happened. But yeah, definitely Google best casino sites, take a look at what's ranking, what's not ranking, and then let me know if there's anything that you guys want me to cover from an SEO point of view in the YouTube comments as well. So thanks for watching, guys.